This has either got to do with real court or spiritual court, because you've been dealing with a very abusive person, right? Who was trying to put waves of fear into you and mess with your emotions, right? It was like an attack, like an energetic attack. It could be from someone who you think is a twin flame, right? But they're like the complete opposite of you. Like, you must be like a nice, gentle person, right? And this person, whether they're an actual psychopath or not, were abusive to you, trying to make you scared and maybe jealous and all those things, all the stupid games that people play with manipulation and stuff when they're just trying to cause abuse. So we'll look into that, okay, and see what's going on. Because like I said, this could be actual court, right? Where you have to actually go up and do something about this, or spiritual court. In that case, the universe will take care of it. Okay. So let's look now. Now, it was definitely someone who was playing with your feelings, right? It's someone who loves, this is like a narcissist type person, right? Because they love to control how you feel. Like, if you're happy on your own, right? Because something happened and you're happy, or whatever, you're feeling happy and it's nothing to do with that person, they will hate that and they'll destroy your happiness. The only happiness they would want you to have is if they created it. It's like the only time you're allowed to be happy is when they have created it that way and made you feel that. If you're happy for any other reason, they'll destroy it. Yeah, they're playing with your feelings, right? That's what I was saying. They just get a kick. I don't know what it is with people. There's some sort of mad disease going through the human race where these people seem to think they've got the right to manipulate your energy all the time, right? So that's what they were doing, was all this playing with your feelings, making you go up and down, trying to make you full of fear. Okay. Yeah, trying to confuse you as well and make you feel all uncertain so that you can't decide anything. Okay. Yeah, sounds definitely like a narcissist. Okay. Signs. I think you saw the signs when you were dealing with this person. Okay. I'm just really noticing that there. That's the sign of Leo. Right? What else is there? That's all I can really see. I can see the sun and Jupiter as well. And the number 11, obviously. Right. So, yeah, you saw the signs. And you're like, hold up a minute. I'm not feeling all right. And you know exactly it was them that was doing it. Right? So they might have tried to confuse you. Maybe they did for a while. But you woke up and realised they are exactly like this. Right? Man or woman, it doesn't matter. It's the energy we're talking about, okay? Abusive. Okay. So, let's see how this person is feeling. No, what are they thinking, right? We'll check how they're thinking about you. Okay. Interesting. Illuminate. Revealing the truth, confessions, and shedding light. This is what they're thinking about you. Okay. Deja vu. There's history, happened in the past, repeated patterns, right? Okay. I just heard they know that you know. Right. So we'll see where it goes from here. Oh no. No. Coffee date. Meeting up, planning, discussions, dating multiple people. Listen, see if you're dealing with a narcissist or a narcissist type person like that who's been doing all this to you, and then they know that you know. That puts you in a bad position, okay? I mean, it's in a good position that you know. That's good. But when they know that you know, they see that as an absolute threat, okay? And they might come in and try to tell you, no, it's a misunderstanding. That's not what's happening. And try more tricks, okay? To try and lure you back in again. Pursuit, yeah. Look. Pursuit, chasing, persistence, hunting down, and resilience. Right, I feel like when a person like this knows that you've figured them out, okay, they'll come in pursuing you, trying to get you to believe them again, right? But it's like one of those things, once it's seen, it can't be unseen, okay? Mask, pretending, putting up a front, two-faced, not genuine. Yeah, this person is coming in trying to trick you because you know. Oh. Okay, how are they feeling? I'll check that, right? Don't worry, I'll get you advice, okay? They're feeling pain, right? But it's not like they're sad for you or anything. When a person like that feels pain, it's only because they can't get what they want, right? Which is your energy, because they're like an energy vampire, right? So they're in pain, like suffering, because they're not soaking in your energy anymore. So they're feeling depleted, right? Feeling, yep. This again. This keeps showing up in the readings too. It's like their ego cannot stand the thought of you getting away and being with someone else, right? Right, okay, revenge. We need to be careful with this one, right? Retaliation, plotting payback, punishing, getting even. Yeah, see, this is under if they get in touch with you and say, hey, whatever, right, let's meet up and talk. It's because they're planning some sort of revenge. Okay. Yeah, they're planning revenge if you were to fall for any of this, right? Which I don't think you will, but if you were, because these people can be so convincing sometimes. But once you know, you know. So it's unlikely you would go and meet this person for a coffee, right? Or any sort of meet up. Because all they want is revenge. Okay? Because you got away. How else do they feel? Okay, they're going to be surprised. What does that say? Unexpected action, spontaneous showing up, unexpected change. What they're going to be surprised about is you're not going to go and meet them, right? Because you have the signs and synchronicities. Watch the universe, right? If you don't know, I'm sure a lot of you do, but if you don't know how to watch for signs, you don't really look too much for them, right? They find you. Signs. Like you'll keep looking at the time or something, and every time you look at the time, it's got the same numbers in it. Like you might see the number 11 a lot, right? Or you could see, like lately, I keep seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. It's always 12:34 when I look at the clock, right? So that's a sign for me. Other signs, you can get them anywhere, Like you hear people talking and all of a sudden something sounds extremely clear, just like a word or two that they say, much more, it sounds different from the rest of what they said, right? Those words could be a message, right? The universe does speak to us in all sorts of ways. And even when you're watching TV, right? The same goes when someone's talking and then boom, you just hear a word or two, or even a whole sentence that just sounds so clear. It has a different vibration on it, right? That's for your ears to hear. That's the universe sending you signs, okay? This person here, they seem to do a lot of hooking up with other people. They've probably got a whole trail of, exes or people who they hook up with on a regular basis. One of those types of people. So, right, I'm just going to jump straight into what's your advice here to deal with this, okay? Obviously, don't go and meet them. That would be your first thing. But, yeah, what does Spirit want to tell you about this? Advice for the viewer, please. Okay, that's popped right out. Self-love. Focus on yourself. Okay. Yeah. The Fool, right. You have a whole clean slate. You are away from this person, okay? And when it comes to the court thing that was going on, the legal thing, that's just spiritual court, okay? It doesn't feel like court on earth. This is you. Just be confident, okay? The more you love yourself, the more confident you become. So I take it the Fool and the Strength card are all about you having confidence on your new path, okay? And just focus on self-love and you'll be fine. Right, do you have anything else for the viewer? Nope. Right, on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Chariot. Okay, that showed up in the last reading as well. So you're heading on your way to success, okay? And greatness. You're going to enjoy your life in this next chapter. Right, I'm going to pick you one of these now. Really just because they're beautiful and you'll get another wee message, okay? So, what do we have for everyone? Oh, that was quick. The Open Book. Right, so it says knowledge, openness, and potential. I like this because it shows me that in your energy field, right, even although you've been through like a hellish experience with this person, okay, it hasn't closed you down completely so that you're not willing to deal with anyone else. You're still open, and that is a beautiful thing, okay, because it means that your energy can still flow naturally and the way it's supposed to. So maybe you might want to share your knowledge. You can maybe use your knowledge on this new path to create something new for yourself, okay? But you have lots of potential and you can do anything you want. You can even use, what you've learned here. Or either way, you're just open to new things. And that's good. Because sometimes people shut down and it actually causes them a problem, okay? So you're not in that state, which is great. Right, on the bottom of this deck we have the Hourglass, time, cycles and change. So this is also, they want me to tell you, right, that if you feel like you made a mistake dealing with this person, right, you didn't. So we get these people put in our path, right, so that we can learn things. It's all a learning experience, and it does actually make you stronger, okay? Like sometimes, in your case, it did, okay? So, yeah, it's made you stronger. And it wasn't a mistake meeting the person. We do get them on our path sometimes, sent by the divine, okay? So that we can learn things. And also, I just heard the divine sent this one to you because they really needed taken down and you were the best person to do it. Okay. It's because you have a lot of inner strength. And they knew you'd be okay because your heart is like extra pure, okay? And you need an extra pure-hearted person to take down one of these. Right, I'm going to leave it there for you, and I hope that was helpful in some way. And thank you for listening. I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you next time, okay? Right, bye.